Imagine this. You're standing at the check-in counter. You hand over your suitcase, watch it disappear onto the conveyor belt, collect your boarding pass, and head toward security. For the next several hours, you have no idea where that suitcase is. You don't know who handles it. You don't know where it's stored. You don't know how many times it's moved before it finally arrives at your destination. Most of us never think about that hidden journey, but understanding what happens behind the scenes can completely change the way you travel. Today, we're going inside that world. We'll uncover the biggest luggage mistakes travelers make, explain why some bags attract unwanted attention, and show you simple habits that can help protect your belongings on your next trip. Stay with me until the end because the final tip isn't about your suitcase at all. It's about protecting something far more valuable. Before we dive in, tell me in the comments, have you ever lost a suitcase or had luggage delayed? I'd love to hear your experience because your story could help another traveler. Now, let's begin. Picture a massive airport during peak travel season. Thousands of passengers, hundreds of flights. Mountains of luggage moving through an intricate network of conveyor belts, scanners, carts, and loading vehicles. Your suitcase becomes one item among thousands. Most bags arrive exactly where they're supposed to, but airports are busy environments, and simple mistakes can create unnecessary risks. The first mistake starts before your suitcase even leaves your hands. Many travelers focus only on protecting what's inside their luggage. That's important. But have you ever considered what your suitcase says about you? Some bags quietly attract attention without their owners realizing it. Think about it. If two identical suitcases are sitting side by side, but one looks heavily secured, while the other appears completely ordinary, which one seems more likely to contain expensive items? Sometimes the way we protect our belongings unintentionally signals that those belongings may be valuable. The better approach is to avoid placing expensive electronics, important documents, cash, or irreplaceable items inside checked baggage whenever possible. Your carry-on should contain everything you absolutely cannot afford to lose. Here's a quick challenge. If your suitcase disappeared for 3 days, what inside would cause the biggest problem? Think about that answer. It might change the way you pack forever. Now here's something many travelers overlook. Timing matters. Arriving early at the airport is usually a great idea. Checking your suitcase far earlier than necessary isn't always as helpful as people assume. Every airport operates differently. Some bags move quickly toward loading. Others may spend additional time waiting before they're processed. Following your airline's recommended check-in window helps keep your luggage moving through the normal flow instead of sitting around longer than necessary. It's a small habit, but small habits often make the biggest difference. By the way, if you're enjoying these practical travel tips, take a second to subscribe. Every week we share simple strategies that help you travel smarter, avoid expensive mistakes, and make every trip less stressful. Now, let's continue. Let's talk about the suitcase itself. Not all luggage is built the same. Some travelers buy the cheapest suitcase they can find because it only needs to survive one trip. But your luggage is your first line of protection. Strong materials, reliable wheels, durable handles, quality zippers. These details matter far more than many people realize. Instead of asking which suitcase looks nicest, ask which suitcase is designed to survive years of travel. That question usually leads to a much better purchase. Another mistake is choosing a suitcase that looks exactly like everyone else's. Imagine standing at baggage claim. The carousel starts moving. Black suitcase, another black suitcase, another one, then another. After several minutes, they all begin looking identical. Not only does that slow you down, but it also increases the chance of someone picking up the wrong bag by mistake. Fortunately, fixing this takes less than a minute. A bright luggage strap, a colorful ribbon, unique stickers, a personalized luggage cover. Anything that helps your suitcase stand out makes identifying it much easier after a long flight. While we're talking about identification, here's another simple habit. Take a photo of your suitcase before every trip. Take another photo of your baggage receipt. If your luggage is delayed, those photos can make describing your bag much easier when speaking with airline staff. Speaking of identification, let's look at luggage tags. Many people still include more personal information than necessary. Your luggage only needs enough details for the airline to contact you if it's separated from your flight. A name, a phone number, an email address. That's usually all you need. Using luggage tags with privacy covers also helps keep your information from being visible at a glance. Here's another question. When you pack for vacation, what's the first thing that goes into your suitcase? Let me know below. I'm always curious to see how differently people prepare for trips. Now let's move to something that saves countless travelers unnecessary stress: organization. Instead of throwing everything into one large compartment, divide your belongings into packing cubes or separate organizers. Why? If airport security needs to inspect your luggage, organized packing keeps everything easier to replace. It also helps you find what you need without unpacking your entire suitcase after arriving at your hotel. Organization isn't just about convenience. It reduces frustration throughout your journey. Another smart habit is distributing important items across multiple bags whenever practical. If you're traveling with family, don't place one person's clothing entirely inside one suitcase. Mix a few outfits between different bags. That way, if one suitcase arrives later than expected, everyone still has something to wear. Experienced travelers think about backup plans before problems happen. Let's talk about technology. Luggage trackers have become increasingly popular, and for good reason. They don't prevent delays. They don't stop someone from moving your bag. But they can provide valuable peace of mind by helping you know where your luggage was last detected. Instead of wondering whether your suitcase made the flight, you may already have a good idea before you even reach baggage claim. That kind of confidence can make international travel much less stressful. Here's another overlooked habit. Remove old airline stickers after every trip. Old tags can create unnecessary confusion during future journeys if they're accidentally scanned. It only takes a few seconds, yet many travelers forget to do it. Now let's discuss something people rarely think about until it's too late. Weather. Rain, snow, dust. Airport ramps expose luggage to the elements more often than many travelers realize. Packing liquids inside sealed bags, protecting electronics, and using waterproof organizers can help minimize damage if conditions become less than ideal. Speaking of packing, resist the temptation to overfill your suitcase. Overstuffed luggage places additional strain on handles, seams, and zippers. A suitcase that's easier to close is usually a suitcase that's less likely to fail during transit. Here's a travel habit I've adopted over the years. Before closing my suitcase, I ask one simple question. If this bag disappeared today, would I still be able to continue my trip? If the answer is no, I move those essential items into my carry-on. That one question has changed the way I travel. If you've learned something new so far, hit the like button. It tells YouTube to recommend this video to more travelers who could benefit from these tips. And I really appreciate your support. Now let's finish with the habit that experienced travelers rarely skip: preparation. Before leaving home, confirm your airline's baggage rules. Know the weight limits, check prohibited items, review battery restrictions, understand oversized baggage policies. Spending 5 minutes reviewing those details can save hours of frustration at the airport. But preparation goes beyond just reading the rules. It's about mentally walking through your entire travel day before it even begins. Think about how you'll get to the airport. Consider how long security might take. Picture yourself arriving at your destination and what you'll need immediately after landing. Will you need a change of clothes, access to medication, a phone charger? Having those essentials within reach can make the difference between a smooth arrival and a stressful one. Preparation also means building small buffers into your plans. Flights get delayed, connections get tight, weather changes unexpectedly. When you leave room for flexibility, those disruptions become manageable instead of overwhelming. Another part of preparation is awareness. Pay attention to your surroundings. Notice where your belongings are at all times. Simple awareness can prevent many common travel issues before they even begin. And finally, preparation is about mindset. Travel rarely goes perfectly, but when you expect small challenges and plan for them, you stay calm, adaptable, and in control. That confidence changes everything. Travel isn't just about reaching a destination, it's about reducing unnecessary stress along the way. Most travel problems don't happen because people are careless. They happen because travelers assume everything will work exactly as planned. The smartest travelers prepare for the unexpected. They label their luggage clearly. They keep important items with them. They organize efficiently. They identify their bags quickly, and they think one step ahead. The goal isn't to become paranoid. The goal is to travel with confidence. So before your next flight, take a few extra minutes to look at your suitcase differently. Not as a container for your clothes, but as something that will travel through an entire hidden system before returning to you. Those few minutes of preparation could save hours of stress later. Thanks for watching. If you found this guide helpful, subscribe for more travel tips, airport secrets, and practical advice that helps you fly smarter every time. And before you leave, watch the next video on your screen, where we uncover common airport mistakes travelers make before they even reach the boarding gate. Safe travels, and I'll see you in the next one.